All right, sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties here, so we're back. Ask your questions again if we didn't answer your questions. We'll get back to them here. So, important game, big money. We got Debo or David Montgomery, full point PPR. Honestly, I would go with Debo in full point PPR. Debo definitely looks like the wide receiver one right now. I do like David Montgomery, but in full point PPR, I'm definitely going to go with Debo. How about you guys?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Debo. Yo, Ozzy, I believe. Ozai. I forget how to say it.
I'm going Ozai.
Ozai. Yo, how you doing? Hey, Tyler. Hi, Tyler. Is Pittman a better flex over James Robinson, Juju, Kenyon Drake, Fournette, or Mitchell? If Josh Jacobs doesn't go, honestly, I'm going to play Kenyon Drake this week. I really like Kenyon Drake this week. But if Josh Jacobs does go, I do like Pittman, but I would probably still go with James Robinson. Here's why. Okay. James Robinson has ran I got to double check this stat real quick. I'm pretty sure he's top 5 in routes ran. So he's running routes for this team. And last weekend, he played on a lot more snaps and out touched Carlos Hyde. And this upcoming weekend, this should really be, I mean, I like this team for Arizona, their defense so far, but James Robinson right now is running a lot of routes. He's third amongst all running backs in route ran with 50. So he's going to get his eventually. But it's really close between Pittman. I mean, I do like Pittman a lot. Gets a really good matchup, and you start your wide receivers against the Tennessee Titans because they look awful. All right, we're going to fly through some of these real fast. I'm going to answer some of these so we can get caught back up.
Go for it.
All right, so should I start Antonio Gibson or Tyson Williams? Antonio Gibson. Is Terrence Marshall worth a flex with upside tonight? Full point PPR. It just depends on who else you have. I don't feel great about it. I traded Waddle for Mark Andrews. I only have Schultz. Yeah, that's a solid deal. Please smash the like button. Yeah, if you haven't, smash that like button. Appreciate every single one of you coming out and joining the stream tonight. Cardinals or Panthers D? Panthers D. Jonathan, hey fellas, appreciate you guys for answering all the questions. Full point PPR, CEH at home against the Chargers and Melvin Gordon against the Jets. Oh gosh, I would still roll with CEH. I don't feel great about it, but I would still go with CEH. Is DK Harris, AB, Jamal Williams for Diggs and Taylor fair? I would say so. Yeah, I mean you're like the best person is obviously DK, but you're giving him up like a lot of other average pieces, unless that's Najee Harris. If that, I'm assuming this is Damian Harris. If it's Damian Harris, then yeah, absolutely, that's a fair trade. If you're getting Diggs and Taylor, should I start Patrick or Humphreys at wide receiver 3? I would go with Patrick this week. I'm thinking about starting DJ Moore over AJ Brown. Thoughts? I have them. I actually believe I have AJ Brown 12 and DJ Moore at 13. So I guess by my rankings, I would go with AJ Brown, but I love DJ Moore tonight. With Terry likely seeing double coverage against against who are they playing? What was that question?
Buffalo.
Oh yeah, Buffalo. Oh, it's right there. Sterling Shepard are good. I would still go with Terry. The dude's a freak. You're back.
Every week.
Yeah, play Terry every week. He's a must start. I know Sterling Shepard is playing really well, but you're still, me personally, I'm still going with DJ Moore or no, Terry. That was Terry. You're back. So here's what I got. Full point PPR. Stafford, Eckler, Chubb, A-Rob, Godwin, Kittle, Shepard. Do I make any changes for Tyson Williams on the bench? No, I would keep it with what you got in full point PPR. Corey Davis, Darius Slayton, KJ Hamler at flex. I would just, out of all those options, go Corey Davis, Brandon Cooks, or Mike Williams. I would go Mike Williams still. And standard, yeah, especially, well, no, standard PPR.
Standard PPR. I'm going Cooks.
He's going Cooks. So is it standard or PPR?
I've heard standard PPR is usually 1 point. I've noticed that before when people say standard PPR and then we ask for a follow-up, it's a full point. Yeah, I think so.
It's so confusing.
I would personally go with Mike Williams, but hey, he says, I do think it's close between Brandon Cooks and Mike Williams. I like Brandon Cooks a lot tonight as well. It's a tougher matchup, but Mike Williams, dude. Mike Williams has been really surprising. Like, I did not like Mike Williams heading into the season. I feel like he's shown flashes before, but I don't know. He just never really has put it all together. But looks like he is right now. And let's see here. I guess we'll just keep going through. CMC gonna where did I miss? Oh man, we're pretty far.
They're flying.
I didn't accept the trade. I sent Twitter. I feel like it's given too much since CH could bust. I don't remember what the trade was. MP, let me know. TX, we got Drake, Gordon, Jay Williams. Is that I'm assuming Javonte Williams, Cooks, Henderson. Just one person out of all those guys. Who would you go?
Unless it's Jamal. I don't know.
Yeah, if it's Jamal Williams, I mean, out of all those guys, personally, if Josh Jacobs does not go, I would personally play Kenyon Drake. But if he does go, I probably would honestly go Henderson. What about you guys?
That's a revenge game for Drake, right? They got the Cardinals.
No, they got Drake has Miami. Well, it's still a revenge game as well.
Yeah. I like the narrative.
And I mean, he played on like basically all the snaps. I know that you saw what's his face a couple of times, Peyton Barber, but really he was the guy.
That was funny.
So if Josh Jacobs is out, fire up, and it's a solid matchup. Miami's going to be without Tua, so they should be hurting there.
Are we on TX's question?
Yeah, we're far behind.
I mean, I would go Cooks.
Cooks.
It's 0.5.
Yeah,
flex
0.5. Mm-hmm.
Guys, Brandon Cooks got 10 targets in the second half of the game last week.
Yeah, he saw 50%.
I think the volume's going to be there, and they're probably going to be playing behind tonight. I think Brandon Cooks is in store for a great week, but sometimes when it looks obvious, it goes the opposite way. But I'm big on Cooks this week.
All right, so while we're behind, I'm just going to say we're just going to answer questions from the bottom. So if we don't get your question, just ask it again. We're going to go from the bottom just because there's a lot of questions coming in. Also, we also have Super Chat, and also you can become a member, a community member, and your questions get answered priority. So let's go ahead and answer the questions from down the bottom. Is DK Metcalf, Aaron Jones, Jamal Williams for Taylor, Diggs, and Javonte Williams fair? No, I wouldn't do that. Me personally, I would want Metcalf, Aaron Jones. What would you guys want? What side?
Yeah, I like that side more. I think, yeah.
Cordell Patterson, Elijah Mitchell. I doubt Elijah Mitchell plays this week, so I would go Cordell Patterson. Trade away cut for Kamara. I would want Kamara.
Yeah, I
think so.
Robert Tonyan or Jared Cook, full point PPR. I'm going with honestly, I'm going with Jared Cook.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mercedes Lewis had a ton of snaps last week.
We got Seclan point. So okay, because you probably didn't hear it because the last stream was a little bit messed up. So Seclan Eckler, I have at 16 points currently, and I have Tyson Williams at 12 point projections for both those guys. Thoughts on starting OBJ if he plays this week? I do like OBJ. Cooks or Marvin Jones. I would go Brandon Cooks in that one. I do love Marvin Jones though this week as well. I love Marvin.
Yeah, I would stick with Cooks.
Loving on Cooks.
Would you trade Latavius Murray and Kirk for Odell? I would absolutely do that.
Yeah.
Is Henderson playable? Yes, he is playable tonight. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate you doing it. And if you're over on TikTok, come over to YouTube. We're live over on YouTube.
Henderson? Okay. I thought they were talking about Daryl, and he's like, I don't think he's going to play.
Daryl Henderson? Did he practice? Did we know if he practiced today?
I don't think he practiced.
He better play.
Henderson is playable if he practices. Chill with the spam, bro. Like we'll get to your questions. I know there's a lot of questions coming in right now, and we appreciate everybody being a part of the live stream. So let's get it. Gronk or Kyle Pitts this week? Honestly, I'm firing up Gronk. I think you play Gronk while he's hot. Keep going, Gronk. Robbie Anderson or Rondell Moore? Personally, I do have Rondell Moore ranked higher. Who are you guys going?
I agree.
That's tough. I'm gonna go with Robbie Anderson because I just think they're gonna slaughter him today.
All right, we're gonna keep going. As long as it's it looks okay right now. T. Higgins, AJ Brown, Claypool start 2. T. Higgins, AJ Brown. I would assume we're going to agree with that, right?
Yes.
What to do with Ayuk? Hey, with Ayuk, you got to keep him in right now. Keep Ayuk in. I would not drop him right now. We'll give it, I would say, max 2 more weeks. We'll see what happens. His snap share went up this past weekend. Keep him for now. Saquon or Najee Harris? I'm going Saquon here. Who are you guys going?
I'll roll with it.
The Giants play who?
Atlanta.
Saquon.
Cooks or A-Rob? A-Rob. Let's see. We got Tyreek Hill, Montgomery for DJ Moore, Henderson, Justin Jefferson, and Henderson. What? Yes, I would do that. Absolutely. If you're getting DJ Moore's side and Justin Jefferson, Henderson, CEH, absolutely. Javonte Williams, Patterson, McKissick, or James Robinson for flex. I would honestly go with Javonte Williams this week. I like Javonte Williams a lot this week. Against they get the Jets. So that should be a solid matchup for him. Jack Doyle or Jared Cook, full point PPR. This is interesting. Because Jack Doyle is actually seeing like one of the largest target shares at tight end right now. It's 17%. But honestly, I'd probably go with Jared Cook. He's running like the 10th most routes, or like he's somewhere in the top 10 at the tight end position. So he's seeing a lot of routes and actually has really good air yards. So I'd probably go him in a highly competitive game. It should be a very competitive game there in Kansas City. Is it perfectly fine for me right now? Yeah. So it got better, that thankfully. Carr or Tannehill? Who you guys going? I'm gonna go with Tanny.
Tannehill.
Danny.
All right. You gotta convince me even more. I'm not sure. What do you mean you're not sure? You're getting Justin Jefferson, CEH, DJ Moore, Henderson. Henderson's a top 10 back right now. Like you're taking that trade. I know it's Tyreek Hill, but you're getting like multiple guys. Like all those guys are top 20 guys that you're getting. And Justin Jefferson is top 10. You have DJ Moore could be a top 15 wide receiver. Henderson and CEH is playing bad right now, but he's at least on a really good team. So you got to take the trade, MP. Come on. Tyson Williams breakout game this week. 14 carries, 100 yards on the ground, and a tutty. I could see it against Detroit. What do you think, Giggs? Our Detroit insider over here.
Detroit's garbage. Look what they did to Aaron Jones. They couldn't do anything.
I will say, though, Aaron Jones' yardage, he wasn't that good. He crushed him just around the goal line.
Detroit's offense is what's surprising people. Their defense looks like trash.
And they're already down like 4 starting cornerbacks already.
Yeah, they're screwed. First pick, here we come.
I did say in that game, I thought Goff looked decent the first half. The second half, he looked terrible though. And I will say, okay, I don't know what the hell Dan Campbell was thinking, right? What was he thinking at the end of the half? Instead, like he just played for the field goal. It's like, dude, you're playing Green Bay. Like, try to score a touchdown here. That is such a loser thing to do, in my opinion.
He could have just passed for 12 more yards. I would have been
coming from the guy who said he wanted to bite people in the kneecap and and get knocked down. We'll bite you in the other knee. And then he kicks a field goal. You fraud, you big phony.
Hey, all right. And if you haven't, make sure you hit that like button. Really appreciate it. Stop the Mike Davis spam. All right. So is Mike Davis a reliable RB2? I mean, I would say like reliable, like a low end RB2. Sure. He's at least seeing like touches. I don't feel great about him though. And now you have Cordell Patterson. I wouldn't say really eating into his workload, but Cordell Patterson is getting touches and he got 2 touchdowns last week. So,
by the way, CJ, was that you that did the super chat in the last stream, or whoever it was? If you're here, make sure we answered your question. Just let us know if we did or not.
I remember his question.
I feel like it was Nick or something. Or was it CJ?
Nick Ryan. Richard.
Richard, yes. Richard.
The second part of his question was Kirk Cousins or Derek Carr, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I would go Kirk Cousins. Who would you guys go?
Cousins.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So we got a lot of questions here flying through. We're going to try to answer all of them. Gibson will have 78 fantasy points. There's Gibson, or there's MPO. He's good for a good laugh. Tyson Williams or Mike Davis at RB2. Tyson Williams for me. Yeah. Mike Evans, or Marvin Jones, full point PPR. I'm still going to go with Mike Evans. I know it's a brutal matchup, but I'm still going to go with Mike Evans. But I do really like Marvin Jones this week as well. But I can't tell you to sit Mike Evans, especially with AB. I don't think AB is going to play. It seems unlikely. I don't know if he's officially been ruled out of the game though.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Pick 2, Tyson Williams, CH, Antonio Gibson. For me, I'm honestly going Tyson Williams and Antonio Gibson. Who you guys going?
No, I agree.
All right. Yo, Yuki, is it Yuki Lee? What's up? What's up, dude? I saw it.
What up?
Mike Davis or Juju at flex. Oh, I'll tell you, if Deontay Johnson is out this week, I'll go with Juju. If he plays, though, I'm going to go Mike Davis.
I'm with that.
Yeah.
Thoughts on James Robinson? I think James Robinson honestly will be okay. Right now, I just said he's running the 3rd most routes at the running back position, which is great. His snap share jumped way up. His touches, he out-touched Carlos Hyde. He's by far the much better back in this backfield. He's the guy to have. Nice. Pittman or Boyd this week? For me, Pittman.
Mm-hmm.
In agreement. Woods or Shepard as my wide receiver 2. I'm still going with Robert Woods here. I know Shepard looks really good. Who you guys going though?
In full PPR, I think I'm going Shepard.
I would say I was going to say the same thing.
He's killing it in the slot this year because they got other weapons.
Yeah, this is true. Rondell Moore, Devontae Smith. I'm going to go with Devontae Smith.
Slightly nervous. He gets shadowed by Trayvon Diggs. I kind of heard that a little bit, and Diggs has been solid.
Yeah, but he's going to eat him up.
Devontae Smith's going to put him on skates.
Let's do it.
Melvin Gordon or Michael
Monday
Pittman?
Night Showdown. All right, go ahead.
Michael Pittman or Melvin Gordon?
Michael Pittman.
Michael Pittman. And if you guys haven't, make sure you hit that like button. Also, subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it. And if you're over on TikTok, we're live over on YouTube. Come on over. You'll get your questions answered. Well, possibly. The questions are coming in really fast. We're trying as hard as we can. Daniel Jones or Josh Allen? I mean, you got to keep going Josh Allen.
Yeah.
And we're not at that point yet, but it is a little nerve-wracking. I won't lie with Josh Allen right now. He's definitely reverting back to his first 2 years. So was last year an anomaly? We'll see.
You guys think Goodwin will do what? Yuki, you guys think Goodwin will do well? Does he mean Godwin or Goodwin?
I'm assuming Godwin. I would say Godwin. I think he'll be okay. I think this Bucs offense is just too good. Brandon Cooks or Tyson Williams this week, full point PPR.
Cooks, baby.
Giggs really likes Cooks. It's close. I'm still going to lean Tyson Williams. I know it's early, but who is proving to be the biggest bust? Is it CH? Well, I got to say Brandon Ayuk at this point. I mean, Brandon Ayuk literally got benched for Trent. What is his name? Sheffield or whatever. Is that his name?
Sheffield,
literally got benched. And has he had a point yet? And he was unanimously like going in the 5th round of drafts.
Yeah.
I'm putting Barkley up there too, though.
But with Barkley, like you knew coming into the season, like Barkley wasn't going to be good for the beginning of like the first couple of, we weren't even sure if he was going to play the first couple of games. And I feel like that was cooked into his ADP. Like if Barkley was the full, like Barkley, like he would have been drafted inside like easily the top 3.
What about Jonathan Taylor then?
But like for me personally, I don't think Jonathan Taylor, like all the running backs aren't doing really well. Like if you look at the running back scoring, for Christ's sake, you have Cordell Patterson inside the top 10 right now. Like the running back position has been pretty ugly. Like for me, easily, like it's Brandon Ayuk, in my opinion, because he just like, what the hell is going on? Like he wasn't even playing. Like what is going on? It blows my mind. With the running backs, I mean, you could say CH, but still like these guys just, the running back position has been so ugly so far to start the season. It's so disappointing.
Mike Davis or Humphreys and flex. Bruce is hurting right now, and I know Bruce is loyal.
Bruce.
Mike Davis or Humphreys.
Mike Davis or Humphreys? Mike Davis, though. I was so good. Mike Davis. Let's see. We got CD, Julio, or McLaurin this week. I'm going CD. I don't think you can sit CD Lamb right now. He's seeing like a 30% target share. I know that you have McLaurin there as well, but I mean CD right now, dude. You play CD every time. Who are you starting over Terry McLaurin, though? That's the question. That's a real question. Thoughts on Javonte Williams going forward? He should be fine. He eventually is going to take over the starting gig. He has to. And he looks really good. I think Javonte Williams might be better than Najee. Will Robert Woods pick it up? Yeah, I'm going to take this one right quick because I talk about this a lot. Robert Woods currently seeing a 23% target share. You have Cooper Kupp seeing a 38% target share right now. That is not sustainable. It's not going to happen. He's going to come down a little bit. Now, I'm not saying sell high in Cooper Kupp, but once he comes down a little bit, Robert Woods will go up. Robert Woods will be okay. He'll be absolutely A-okay, and this offense is beautiful. Tyler Boyd or Robbie Anderson, who you guys going? I'm assuming Robbie.
Yeah. Full point PPR, I'd go Tyler Boyd.
You want to take this one real quick? Help Panthers playing 15 minutes. Start 3. DJ Moore, Sutton, Allen, Robinson, Mike Williams. But you're starting DJ Moore, right? So at least make sure he's in there.
Yeah.
That's all you got to
I would honestly go. I like Sutton. I'm assuming Allen Robinson, right?
Yeah.
You get to pick how many?
3. You only sit in 1.
I would go Allen Robinson, Sutton. Who's the last
one?
one?
Moore and Mike Williams. Yeah, I'm sitting.
I would sit Mike Williams out of all of them. Is it risky to start Fields over Matt Ryan this week? Absolutely not. 100% do that. I would start Justin Fields over Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan does not look good. Like, I don't think it's risky. I think it's risky to keep playing Matt Ryan, to be honest with you. I think that's more risky. DJ Moore, Edmonds this week at flex. Let me know. Personally, I would go DJ Moore. Agreed with that?
More.
Close.
Give me more.
More. I do like Edmonds this week as well. Don't get me wrong. Should I trade Keenan Allen, Pollard, and Golladay for Hopkins?
No,
I wouldn't do that.
No.
Thank you. Hurts or Lamar this week? Lamar. I mean, I do love Hurts. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, I'm playing Lamar against that Detroit defense.
Absolutely.
He might rush for 150. Real quick,
but that's probably true.
You got some bets here that you guys want to talk about real quick, so we can get them in before the game. Parlay for the people. Kyle, you got that. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it. If you're over on TikTok, come over to YouTube. We're live over on YouTube. We're going to be able to answer your questions over there.
Discord, both.
All right.
I can do it real quick unless Gates
wants
to go over his. All right. Parlay for the people tonight, which we've been dangerously close the last 2 weeks. So we're going to hit tonight, I'm pretty sure. It starts off over 49.5 receiving yards for Christian McCaffrey. He's blown this number out of the water the first 2 weeks, and I'm expecting anything different. Over 29.5 for Terrace Marshall. Rookie, I think tonight's kind of his blow-up game. So I think he goes over 29.5 here probably pretty easily and kind of quickly. I'm going under 244.5 for Davis Mills passing yards. This is alted up. I didn't feel good with the 219, so I went up a little bit. Lost in value to get it up to 244.5, and I'm taking the under on Davis Mills. And then we've talked about him a lot tonight. Davis or DJ Moore, anytime touchdown score. That right there is a $25 bet to win $262. Gigs, what do you got?
I got 4 player props for everybody. That's just easy money tonight. 9.5 rushing attempts for Ingram. You want the over. 38.5 rushing yards for Ingram. You want the over. He's beaten both of those in both games that he's played so far this year. Nothing should change tonight. I like the over at 67.5 receiving yards for DJ Moore. And I love the over for 5.5 receptions for Brandon Cooks. The guy got targeted 10 times in one half of football last week. So, I mean, the guy could easily get 5.5 receptions.
Yeah, and we anticipate them being down in the game. The game script should work for Cooks here tonight. But everybody, if you haven't liked to subscribe, please do. Helps us out, helps you out. Even follow, there's a ton of questions coming in right now. So if we're not getting you guys, Super Chat works. It shows up nice and big on our screens for us to see right away and answer you right away. Or just retype it. Yeah. I mean, that's what happened right now. You guys keep retyping. We're trying to get to them. Keep doing it because that's the only way we're going to see it. Gigs. We got one at the bottom here. AJ Brown, Gronk, or Marquis Brown.
Whoa. You didn't let me talk about mine. Hey.
Oh, sorry, dude. You were talking on the TikTok.
I don't have a true parlay. I do have a parlay. My parlay was actually I did it over on Bet. Not Bet. all those. Hey, Bet US. Yo,
Bet
what's
US.
up? If you want to do some betting tonight, guys, Bet US over there. You get a deposit match, or not a deposit match, a deposit bonus. It's down in the description.
It's right
over
away
there.
too. They're really good.
It's right away. You get it right away. You don't have to wait. It's none of that crap. You get it right away. It's down in the description. So if you need a new site to log in on, play with some free money, Bet US, and their site's actually really sweet. I like it a lot. So Bet US. But I did use Bet Rivers. Because I'm playing with free money over there right now. Like I took out all my money, but because I bet a lot of money last week on Aaron Jones receiving, which was absolute smash. It was 19.5. That was just easy money. Like give me money. Tonight I really like DJ Moore to go over his receiving yards. What is that?
67.5.
67.5. I got it when it was at 66.5. So I mean 1 yard, but hey, 1 yard's 1 yard. And also I do like what was the other one I liked? I believe it was Sam Darnold. It's like 6.5 rushing yards, I'm pretty sure right now.
Yep.
I like Sam Darnold's rushing yards. Over 6.5. All right, so let's keep going with some of these questions. AJ Brown, Gronk, or Marquis Brown for my flex. For me personally, I'm going with AJ Brown. You guys going anything differently?
No,
I'm going to say real quick, Marquis Brown showed up on the injury report today for the first time all week, so slight concern with Marquis Brown.
I'm pretty sure he didn't practice today.
Yeah, that could be it. Yeah,
he did not.
So that's concerning because that's a downgrade in the middle of the week. You don't like to see that. And it was a knee, so that's very concerning with Marquise Brown. So, I do want to say real quick, if you're doing any DFS tonight, one guy to really look for is Anthony Miller. He's really cheap on DFS tonight. You have, I believe, Danny Amendola. Is that their?
He's inactive.
Guy? Yeah, he's inactive. So that's why you have and Nico Collins is on IR. So that's why I like Anthony Miller tonight. They should be playing from behind, and he's really cheap. Over on FanDuel, I believe he's 5,800. He allows you to get some of these other studs in there. So Anthony Miller, obviously, I wouldn't put him in your captain spot, but just as like a flex play there, another guy to have. So let's keep going with some of these questions. Pittman, Rondell Moore, or Odell. Out of all those guys, I would honestly go Odell, as long as he's a full go. If he's not, though, I'd probably go Rondell Moore. But those are really good wide receivers I like this week. Who you guys going?
Yeah, I agree. They said he's full go unless there's some setback. So
yeah, I think he's going to be good. And you don't have Landry. So, Gaskin, Pollard, or Drake for RB2. Drake, as long as Josh Jacobs doesn't play. If he does play, I would probably go Gaskin, honestly. In a game that they should be playing from behind, All right, and unfortunately, we got to wrap it up because we're having some
drop our Twitter
difficulties.
We should talk about the Twitter because we can get to some of these on there too.
Yes, you can follow us over on Twitter. We answer everybody's questions. It's up in the corner up here at Aspire Sports Show _ So appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. If we didn't get to your questions, just ask us over on Twitter. We'll answer your questions. Thank you all. And also, Super Chat is also always available if you want your question answered ASAP. So thank you. And members get priority too if you sign up. It's only, what is their cheapest one right now? Like $1? $2.99 right now. You could sign up.